Events in the northeastern United States involving a strange human-like creature sparked brief local media interest before an apparent blackout was enacted. I've just started! And what do you want, Missy? What do you want? Look at this. What do you want? Hey! Hey! Go sit down. Go sit down. Go sit down. I'll play with you in a minute. Look at that. Yeah, you go sit down. Right. Back to the narration. Everything from the answer to the meaning of life to the mathematicals. I turned off. Boom. Shh, silence. A young girl named Barbara Tipp was found on Lakeview. A young girl named Barbara Tipp was found on Lakeview. A young girl named Barbara Tipp was found on Lakeview Road. Hopefully it's a drama. Or romance. No. The rustling of leaves and a really unpleasant clicking, chattering sort of noise. Oh, well, that's why you want to be able to pay attention if your life depended on it. You've got to get a grip on that water to one of yours. We are at the hospital, sweetie. Your mother and I went to wake you up this morning, but you wouldn't. Perhaps he was simply trying to morbidly. Perhaps he was simply trying to morbidly. Reports of the decay vary from recently dead to a skeleton with clothes. You might recognize the clothes or possibly the face. This body is yours. The Pokemon was level 1. It had the sprite of the ghosts that were encountered at Lavender Tower. It had the sprite of the ghosts that were encountered at Lavender Tower. Primarily focused in rural New York State. Patience, it's running low, and the autofocus is on. Let's turn that off. In Lavender Tower. The Pokemon was level 1. It had the sprite of the ghosts that were encountered in. It had the sprites of the ghosts that were encountered at 3 feet tall, walking along with its knuckles on the ground, almost like a monkey. It had 2 bolt. My door's opening by itself, people. The Pokemon was level 1. It had the sprites of the ghosts that were encountered in Lavender Tower before the. It had the sprite of the ghosts at Lavender Count. It had the. Random manifestations of some dark, unquantifiable non-life. Quantifiable. I said that. Unquantifiable. Actually, I had never heard of the incident reported in any official newspapers. Spider. There's a spider on me. What are you doing, buddy? Oh, he's quite a big one as well. What are you doing? That's weird. Cut. Let's cut there.